Hello everybody, I'm CaptainZump and welcome to my channel. This channel is going to be essentially me building certain things for you guys, and I'll put a download at the end of the entire series, and you guys will be able to download whatever I build. In this case it's a plane, and you can use it for whatever you want to use it for. For example, if I build a plane for you and you want to use it in your airport, I can give it to you and you will use it in your airport. So the first plane I made, as you can see, is an A330-300. Now, I'm going to show you them. So here's the first one. Now, these are 2:1 scale, so if you want to use it for your 2:1 scale airport, or just an airport in general, not to a certain scale, I made it out of wool, like the original person who inspired me to make my own plane. ZBLDS used to make it out of wool, now he makes them out of quartz, but still, I'm sticking with the traditional plane building block. This is my A330, which I made this yesterday and today. It's mainly the exterior. The interior is, since it's based on each airline, I haven't actually done most of it. I've only done the galleys and the actual economy, because economy can't really vary too much on an actual A330. I've also done the redstones. We've got the lights on the wing and the new turbofan kind of idea I've got going there. Still a torch in the engine, I should probably get rid of that. We got the winglets over here. So the wing is my own design as well. I've got the stone brick slab as the flaps, and as you can see the wing does slant down. It's probably my most detailed wing I've ever done when making a plane. I have actually made tons of planes before. On my old channel, Scout Morgan, I made quite a few different planes. I made 767, I made a 757, I made 737, and then I went on to make I started a 787, and I also did two MD 80s, and a 737-700, but I think I then lost it before I was able to record any videos on them. So that was a bit of a bummer, but life goes on. And now here I am, I'm making much bigger planes than what I used to make. Much better as well. So we've got the fin at the top, we've got the little red and green light, just the green one down here. Notice an A330 had that thing. I was looking at one of my models, Gemini Jet models. We've got a very nice red tinted glass there. We got those spikes on the end of the wing. I've forgotten what they're called. Ignore the horses, sheep and rabbits and cows. They're just there because I couldn't be bothered to kill them all. But now let's move on to the livery. I've only got two liveries at the moment. First one is Qantas, as you can tell. It is my home airline. Qantas is the airline of Australia, as you know, so I've decided to make it, because I see A330s, Qantas A330s, all the time. It's quite annoying. I've never been a real big fan of the plane, but now that I've made it in Minecraft, it's kind of grown on me. I've been really focusing on it recently, and it's grown on me. We got the little gear compartment. I might do that looks a bit better. But yeah, that's it. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. My old planes, I used to have this as regular glass, but now that tinted glass has been added, I've used tinted glass. It looks much better on the windows and everything. Engine, same engine, it's just got a bit of the Qantas logo going there. Red wingtips, got the nice white kangaroo, and the very nice red kind of wave. Now I'm going to take you inside the actual plane itself to show you the full interior this time. So we start off, we go inside, we're in the little area where there's two crew seats and there's a galley. Galley's just got regular stuff. We've got a brewing stand to be used as like a coffee machine, maybe a cauldron. This is pretty much standard plane in Minecraft kind of idea. Now here we've got the actual cockpit. Throttle, I like that. These control the lights on the wing, so if I went outside, the lights are off. And now the lights are on. So that basically is just a small, pretty simple redstone wiring I've just hooked up to it with repeaters. Then we've got nice buttons, as if, a flight engineer would probably go around doing all that. Haven't got a flight engineer seat. There isn't usually one on an A330. That's all about the cockpit, really. There is staff only beyond this point. We go in and we've got 2 lavatories. You can see out while you're taking. Yeah. That guy. Kind of funny. Got business class. Now the business class is a bit inaccurate to the actual one. It goes 222 with Qantas, but unfortunately I didn't have enough room for the big seats, so just had to do it like this. So I've got 2, 2, and I got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Another lavatory, a small one. I think you can you can barely see the engine from here. If I just moved him a tiny bit, you'd be able to see the engine. There we go. Nice class changing to back to economy. Now I know it goes 232, it's actually 242 in an A330, but unfortunately it's Minecraft and I didn't want to have a 2-block wide nose because it just never looks good. TV screen, I'm not going to have individual TV screens, it just looks too detailed and there isn't enough distinction between each painting. I just don't really like it. Got a galley, more food, and at the very back we have another smaller lavatory right in the tail of the plane. So that's about the interior. The overhead bins are actually my own design here. The entire plane is my own design. The only thing I've got to really say is my main inspiration for making planes is ZBLDS. He's the biggest inspiration ever for me making Minecraft planes. Aviator Cubed, he's also an inspiration, but it's mainly ZBLDS. Actually, if I'm looking up there, it kind of looks a bit off that tail. I might fix that right now. Just quickly. That looks a bit better. I might just then. That wasn't curved enough. Sorry. I just noticed a mistake and it was bugging me. Does that look a bit better than... Anyway, I'll fix it later. Then the US Airways is the next plane. Livery. I'm going to do tons more down this line. That's how it's going to work. There are going to be different planes and they're all going to be in a complete line down, straight down until I've got most of the liveries that actually, most of the airlines that do that certain plane. The 737 is going to be a pain. And here's a US Airways livery. Of course I couldn't fit every single line of the flag, just had to do that, but it's still, you can still tell which airline it is. You got US Airways written on the side, you got the nice underside of the plane in that very nice looking colour. The interior is super similar to the Qantas, except just different colour, different kind of first class, business class, sorry. Then economy is exactly the same. Got down, different galley stairs kind of thing, and then different back here, but it's mainly the same. So yeah, that's all about this plane. Now I'll just tell you guys a bit about what I want to do this for. All my favourite plane builders, besides Aviator Cubed, most of them don't have a download for any of their planes, and I really wanted to just so I could compare and, you know, learn how to make my planes better by looking at their planes. And unfortunately, barely any of them have a download link for their actual planes. So I'm doing this so when I make my planes, I will put them up for download for you guys to be able to download them. Obviously, I won't put them up for download yet until I've completed the entire line, which may take a long time, and I respect that. So if it does take too long, I will put them up for download at that current point. But beware, there'll be a couple of updated downloads for the others. So that's really it about the planes. I'll tell you how I make them, I guess. In fact, if I can just quickly show you, I'll show you the blueprint. Oh, wait, no, not that. Sorry, wrong one. If you go to the airport blueprint, so I've got the blueprint I've done. So here you guys can probably see that. So this is how I do it. Now, I don't follow the blueprint 100%. But I do follow it mainly. You can see that the nose is very similar to how I do it. The wing gradients is, the wing is exactly the same. Same with the horizontal stabilizer. So this is how I do it. I do it in Photoshop first, like ZBLDS. I'm actually using ZBLDS's method, so it's exactly like ZBLDS. I'll put a link for his channel in the description. He's like the best plane builder ever. You may wonder why I've left. Some people would just think, why did you leave that out as a bit of the wing? That's actually the winglet. So that's just so you guys know. That's all I got to say though. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be a cool plane. I don't know what I'm actually going to do next. Possibly an A340, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Could also be 747, could also be 737, it could be small plane. But until then, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.